Hey, how's it going, guys? T&D coming back at you. Today I wanted to go over the new loadout system introduced in Lightfall, specifically with how it can be used in raid and dungeon content to hot swap everything from weapons to armor and mods all with a single click. The previous loadout system that most players used with Destiny Item Manager was great, but it had two key issues. The first being that you had to be in orbit or the tower to swap gear, so no switching loadouts mid-activity. The second being with how long it took to even equip everything, sometimes taking minutes if the API was acting slow that day. Well, both of these issues are now a thing of the past, as the new in-game loadouts feature allows you to swap from your stasis turret spam warlock to your starfire boss baking machine in less than 3 seconds. So how can we use these to our advantage in raids and dungeon content? Well, the first loadout I'd recommend putting together is a full-on ad clear build. Think of the first encounter of most raids and dungeons. They usually set up the core mechanics involved and are heavily reliant on survivability. That means whatever you need to stay alive, that's what you're going to be putting on here. The new strand subclasses are excellent at locking down rooms of enemies, so definitely check out one of the million strand build videos out there if you got a full set of fragments ready to go. For mods, you want to lean heavily into orb generation, as getting those armor stacks can help supplement other mods like weapon surges, as well as helping you get your super back as fast as possible. Even in a contest mode setting, it's still pretty hard for enemies to kill you while in your super. Whatever your go-to pick here is in regards to subclass, that is going to be your loadout number one. The next two builds are for encounters that require boss DPS phases. The first of these we'll call your pre-DPS loadout. These sections of encounters, you have a couple main goals, obviously staying alive and completing the mechanics, but the big one, especially in a day one setting, is ensuring everyone is topped up on heavy ammo and supers before the next DPS phase. Nothing walls off casual teams more on contest mode than using all of your heavy ammo on phase 1 and then getting stuck using Outbreak Perfected the next time up. Well, the new mod system has given us a gift with heavy ammo finder as well as heavy ammo scout on our helmet slot. Gminers has a great video showing his whole team running 1 ammo finder plus 2 heavy scouts each. And yeah, as you can see, this setup's pretty busted. Almost makes running Aeons completely irrelevant. Definitely put some reserve mods on your chest piece as well to maximize the amount of ammo you can carry into DPS phase. That, along with any other orb generation mods, are going to be perfect for this second loadout. The third and final loadout I'd recommend you putting together is your favorite boss bake build. Whatever your heavy weapon of choice is going to dictate your mods for this one. Triple loader mods on your arms, triple weapon surges on your legs for a 22% buff, as well as 3 copies of time dilation on your class item to make that buff last as long as humanly possible. Weapon surges are basically the new font of might and stack with basically every other buff in the game, including Well of Radiance. But let's talk about these two loadouts for a second, because you do not want to accidentally swap heavy weapons mid-fight, losing ammo in the process. If you want to make a loadout that's basically nothing but mods, which is how I would recommend putting together your pre-DPS loadout, then simply pull 3 blue weapons from collections and save those in the loadout instead. Then dismantle the blues, which will result in an error anytime you try and swap to that loadout, which will keep your currently equipped weapons but swap all the mods out. Remember that switching a special for a special does not lose you any ammo, so feel free to go between Izzy and Witherhoard as much as you want. So anyway, those are the 3 loadouts that I am having every member of my day 1 raid team run this Friday. Let me know in the comments which class and builds are you bringing into the new raid. Make sure to subscribe to my channel to catch all of my latest Destiny 2 content, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Happy hunting, Guardians.